So, Tony, what do you think has been the most dramatic change in the industry in the past 5 years?
Oh, the most dramatic change is definitely the volume of data, the complexity of data, and the speed at which we are getting the data, which has been accompanied by certainly new research techniques and certainly I think people embracing modeling and data integration, and I think that's really the big change in advertising and media today from the research perspective.
I think you're right. There has been a big scramble because there's so much data. How do you think it's all going to play out? What do you think the future looks like for the data portion of research?
Well, I think the future looks very exciting, and once we get out of this economy, I have to believe that there's going to be a lot of hiring because you just need, companies will just need experienced, qualified people to address all the dimensions of this voluminous databases that are coming at them left, right, and center to make sure that the interpretation is there to make the business and marketing decisions that need to be made. Otherwise, one would be making a lot of investment in research and data and not putting it to work.
There has been a lot of talk recently about the quality of data. And believe me, from a research perspective, I can't tell you how many times you may read something you say, it doesn't sound like good research. How do you think businesses can discern good research from bad? What are your recommendations?
I don't know that many businesses do a very good job of that because, again, we've seen a dramatic reduction in the number of people in the research area. So what we have done in the business is we have lost, as much as we've maybe lost analysts and methodologists, we've lost the gatekeepers. And, with a lot of experience and working in so many dimensions in this business, I am very disheartened and very sad and very concerned to see a continuing demise and diminishing quality in the data that is out there and when it's being made for major decisions. I mean, if we're going to make a $20,000, $30,000 decision, we don't need to do a very fancy research. But when you look at some of the multi-million-dollar brands, when you look at the media currencies that are out there on which billions of dollars are being exchanged, it's a great concern that the quality isn't there today. Obviously, I've been heavily involved with the MRC, which I think has played a vital role in trying to maintain the quality, particularly of our syndicated currency data in the US. I think it's been a struggle for them. I think it's been a struggle for the industry. But I'm certainly committed to high quality, and in fact, I was actually named the MRC Quality Sheriff, unofficially, of course, recently, which I'm very, very proud.
Tony, can you tell me a bit about your work with the MRC, which stands for the Media Ratings Council?
Yeah, I've been working with the MRC basically since I arrived in America 10 years ago. Very, very important organization to the American media currency scene because we don't run the currencies on joint industry committees here. They're run by private, independent, basically monopolistic companies. So the oversight that MRC brings is very, very important. They've expanded their role. We're seeing more and more databases and systems being accredited, which is terrific. It's a long, complex process. I understand that. And if you would like a prediction for, I think we were talking about predictions for the next 3 to 5 years, and this is quite controversial. I think we might see finally the MRC come in with a tiered accreditation system in the next 3 to 5 years. Because certainly having been at so many meetings of so many databases, there is a dramatic difference in the level of quality between some of the providers out there, and I think it's important for people that don't have gatekeepers in their organizations to understand the differences in the quality.
And why is it so controversial?
Well, I get the two reasons. First of all, there's the wonderful ticks that a vendor can get if it gets accredited, and secondly, the sensitivity I think is that there's a legal aspect to if an independent not-for-profit body like the MRC could actually put that forward. Quite frankly, it's been discussed it's been discussed I know at the board level. I think it will be continued to discuss. I believe it would be overall a benefit to all parties, whether it's the advertisers, the agencies, and indeed the research vendors. Not everybody agrees.